name's Kathleen Trost, and a little bit about me. I am a mom to two beautiful boys, and I'm a doctor of physical therapy, retired a couple years ago, but that's still my profession. I've been in the health industry for well over 20 years. Fitness was my gig, and that developed into teaching Pilates and lots of group exercise, and then physical therapy, started my own practice, and then specialized in myofascial release and women's health and chronic pain, which is why when I got this information 7.5 years ago, my healthcare practitioner mind, of course, was stirring. But the person that invited me to this invited me to a business opportunity. And he had no idea that at the time in my life, I was literally praying for something that I could do without having to leave my children. I had a 5-month-old and a 2.5-year-old at home. And the only way that I had to create income as a self-employed therapist was to have a patient on the table. So I was really pulled in multiple directions. My heart just felt broken all the time. And truly, I was in denial of what I was going to do. And I'm just so grateful that my friend thought of me when he thought about a business, and just happened to share what I'm going to share with you tonight. So let me share my screen here. And this is me, my two boys. Here we go. Now, for the next 30 minutes or so, we're going to be talking about a $1 trillion industry, which equates to the largest economic trend in world history, according to Paul Zane Pilzer. He's a world economist. He's been an advisor to multiple presidents. He wrote the book, The Next Millionaires. And we're going to be talking about a company and a product line that is perfectly positioned to dominate in this area, first to market. So it's very, very exciting. You're also going to hear why this is catching the attention of investors. As a publicly traded company on NASDAQ, we have an opportunity to capitalize on this, not only from the investor standpoint, but also as a business owner. Now, I'm going to take you back in time to 2005 when ABC News did a primetime investigative report on this tiny biotech company in Colorado. They had no idea what was going to happen after this. So that's the story I'm going to tell you. And I'm sharing this with you tonight because this is what I saw 7.5 years ago, which completely changed my life and thousands and thousands and thousands of other lives. So while you're watching this, it's only about 4 minutes long, ask yourself 2 important questions. 1, who needs this information? And 2, if you could benefit financially from the information you see here tonight, would you be open to that? So let's press play and take a look.
Tonight on ABC's Primetime Live, co-anchor John Quinones takes the promising antioxidant therapy called Protandim.
It's not a drug. It's a supplement. It's called Protandim. The 5 exotic plants that have been around for centuries.
Quinones has been taking Protandim for 2 weeks now and tells Extra,
I am sleeping better. I feel a lot better and also energized when I do wake up.
Primetime puts Protandim to the test tonight.
You want to get an edge on turning back the clock with just a few pills? Who doesn't? Well, it's no longer science fiction, but science possibility, a potential breakthrough. As I found out firsthand, there may be a way to erase years, at least inside my body. Granted, it's down the road, but some scientists are wondering if a new pill I took might offer a very long life. Inside this nondescript building, I'm about to become part of an exciting experiment. I'm here at the University of Colorado in Denver to meet Dr. Joe McCord, a world-renowned scientist. This is pretty exciting stuff you're finding, huh?
It is. We're very excited about it.
His latest research could very well unravel the mystery of aging itself. And his decades of experiments may have the potential of adding years to people's lives and possibly prevent chronic diseases like cancer, diabetes, and heart disease. It all centers around this small yellow pill, and for me, it begins with a blood test. They want to check my levels of something called T-bars, which is a rough indicator of a person's actual age. T-bars can identify a condition known as oxidative stress, a kind of measure of the wear and tear on our bodies. Oxidative stress, like the rusting of an engine, is not a good thing.
bad for the body,
leading to disease.
leading to disease and leading to malfunction, and importantly, leading to what we call aging. It is a slow progression of increasing oxidative stress. That's the main characteristic biochemically of the aging process.
The problem of aging begins with the very food we eat to give us energy. As our cells burn that food, they also release toxic chemicals. Those chemicals, you may know them as free radicals, react with all the components of our cells, literally bombarding them millions of times per second, damaging all our cells. The result? Oxidative stress. And we all have it. And so, here I go. With that swallow, I've just become part of a potentially landmark scientific experiment. It's called Protandim, and tests on both mice and humans have already shown that it revs up the manufacture of those good enzymes in our bodies. More enzymes, fewer free radicals to harm us.
Right now, all we know is that this preparation decreases oxidative stress. Oxidative stress is not a disease, just like aging is not in itself a disease, but it's something that accompanies and is attached to many disease processes.
Have you discovered the fountain of youth?
We may have discovered something that will tell us a lot more about how we age, what happens biochemically, and maybe how we can slow it down. And so you can see the age-related.
Normally, oxidative stress, measured by those T-bars, increases with age. But in Dr. McCord's tests, taking just one pill of Protandim a day reversed that trend for everyone at every age, even for an 80-year-old.
They all are reduced to the level of oxidative stress that one would expect, frankly, in a newborn or a very young child.
Back to the oxidative stress levels of a child? It sounds too good to be true. Will Protandim work on me?
The scientific evidence is there. The pieces seem to make sense. The question is, does this translate into something that humans can take advantage of?
So just what's in this seemingly incredible pill? Well, actually, its roots are very humble. Protandim is a combination of 5 plant ingredients. Some you may know: green tea or turmeric, a spice used in Indian cooking. Others, Withania somnifera and Silybum marianum, are more exotic.
There's a huge human experience with each of these ingredients. They've been used often in traditional medicine in India and China and many other cultures, in some cases centuries and centuries.
And so, ancient Eastern healing and modern Western medicine may soon be working together. High oxidative stress is associated with more than aging. It's been linked to hundreds of illnesses.
It's at the very center of many diseases: liver disease, diabetes, emphysema, asthma. I've studied all of these: strokes, heart attacks.
Even mental disease.
Yes.
Depression?
Alzheimer's disease, depression.
We make no claims about curing any disease or preventing any disease.
But what about my progress? After nearly 2 weeks now, it's time to get my results. Dr. McCord calculates the numbers. The result? My level of oxidative stress has declined dramatically.
45%, that's excellent.
Just look at where I fall on the graph, before and after.
Which, if extrapolated back, is the level you would see in a newborn baby.
Have we turned back the clock? Well, maybe not on the outside, but deep inside within my cells. Yes, indeed.
Okay, now that was a little longer than 4 minutes, but you get the gist. That's incredible. That really happened in 2005 when ABC News came into this small biotech company to investigate the scientific breakthrough that they had uncovered. So I'm going to catch you up to speed and first of all, make sure that we're all on the same page about what oxidative stress is, why we have it, why this is relevant. I'm going to tell you the company story and where we are today. I will review the products, and then I'm going to overview the opportunity that we all have here to share information and to create additional income into our homes. Now more than ever, people need that. So let's start here. I have a question for you. Had you ever heard of oxidative stress prior to seeing that news clip? I had not, even having been in the health industry for 20 years. I had never heard the term, though I had eaten plenty of blueberries and smoothies and things like that. So oxidative stress is damage to the cells of our body. How do we get it? Well, everyone take a deep breath right now. And you just got oxidative oxidative stress, just like this apple oxidized by being exposed to air. That's oxidative stress. But there's pollution in the air and chemicals in our water and pesticides in our food and cell phones and Wi-Fi and even exercise. I'm an exercise fanatic and I increase my oxidative stress every day when I ride my Peloton. So we can't escape it. Even the screens are causing damage to our eyes. These are blue light glasses. So there's all sorts of things that are damaging us. And that damage is linked to hundreds and hundreds of conditions in our body. If you're ever curious, if oxidative stress is linked to something that's on your mind, you can go to somewhere called pubmed.gov and take a look, oxidative stress, and just see, are there links? Are there scientific studies out there? There absolutely are. There's well over 200,000 today, I think almost 250. Now, you may have noticed that in this news clip, John Quinones took Protandim for 2 weeks, just 2, and his oxidative stress was improved by 45%, which has never been done before. And the first study that was done on this product showed that Protandim could reduce oxidative stress an average of 40% in 30 days in everybody. And it continues to activate our body in order to keep that oxidative stress down. Now, something that really stood out to me as a healthcare practitioner is I can legally say, our company can legally say, Protandim Nerf 2 reduces oxidative stress an average of 40%. I don't have to wonder if that's true or not. I can legally say that. Now, like myself, eating blueberries and smoothies, I'm sure you have too. Blueberries, goji berries, acai berries, your vitamin C, your vitamin E, these are all direct forms of antioxidants that you're taking them to neutralize free radicals that cause oxidative stress. But what I did not know is that they're not very effective. You would literally have to sit home all day and eat blueberries to even scratch the surface, because Dr. McCord says just relying on food alone is like taking Dixie cups of water to put out a house fire, food and supplements. But what we have is not an antioxidant. It's not a supplement. It's activation. In this particular case, NRF2 activation. This is a pathway that regulates your body's own antioxidant enzymes, plus hundreds of other survival genes. But in this case, I want you to visualize that your house is on fire, and instead of Dixie cups of water, you've turned on the sprinkler system with a fire hose in every room. Like, which would you choose? Right? And the bigger question is, who needs to know about that? I mean, my gears were turning 7.5 years ago. I couldn't stop thinking about people that, oh my gosh, if they just knew they could activate their body in addition to all these other things that they were doing, this could be a significant puzzle piece that's missing. I'm going to stop share here for a minute because I want to tell you the company story. When that aired in 2005, $5 million of orders came into the company literally overnight. But there was no infrastructure in place. They weren't prepared for that kind of exposure and $5 million of orders. If any of you are small business owners out there, if that happened to you, would you be prepared? No, and they didn't. They kind of missed the opportunity. However, the good thing is that doctors and researchers from all over the world picked up the phone and called LifeVantage and said, we want to study that product and on our own dime. We just send it to us. And that's what happened. So today, that same website, pubmed.gov, it's the National Library of Medicine. You can go there and type in Protandim, NRF2. You're going to see 27 peer-reviewed papers and studies on this. And just a few of them include the American Heart Association with Ohio State that did a study on heart disease and scar tissue and put that in Circulation Journal out to all the AHA members. You've got LSU that did a skin cancer study that propelled the company to develop a topical form of Protandim. We have the National Institute of Aging showing that Protandim is the only natural product to show an increase in lifespan in the mice model. This is not your average thing on the market. However, rewind, back then, they ended up putting this in the supplement stores like GNC, CVS, high-end apothecaries all over the country. But once it got there, there was some time lag. It was sitting in the antioxidant section simply because there's no counter or shelf for activation. Have you seen that yet? You haven't seen it yet, but it's going to be there. But that's where it's at. So we had a $50 bottle of Protandim NRF2 What's that? Sitting next to vitamin C for $10. So you can imagine what people bought. So what happened for 4 years? They couldn't get the sales over 3 million. They brought in a business consultant in 2009 who had run a $500 million nutritional company. And he took a look at the ABC primetime news clip, the same one we just watched, and was so blown away. He had a vision for how this could really get out to people. And he says, pull that product out of the stores, because the largest driver of consumers making a decision today is word of mouth. I mean, how often do you hear somebody refer somebody or social sharing? They're sharing stuff all the time. But he says there's a business model called network marketing. Okay, LifeVantage, they weren't even familiar with that. Network marketing, and you can leverage that word of mouth. And instead of paying for storefronts and commercials and advertising, you're going to share your profits with people who are willing to go out and share this story. So that is the birth of our LifeVantage opportunity in 2009. They went from 3 million to 11 million the first year, and today we're well over $200 million company. And you might be hearing about it for the first time tonight, maybe the second. So let me share my screen one more time here. Give you some good visuals. Oops. All right. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about the company again. I'm going to actually touch on 6 components that you want to evaluate, including the overview of the products, okay? Because you might be on here really just looking for a way to feel better, to flip your switch and feel better. We're going to talk about that. So just a little background on the company. We were 11 years old today from the conception of our network marketing opportunity. We're headquartered in Utah. We're publicly traded on the NASDAQ. So I love the transparency and the validation of that. We don't have to wonder what's going on behind the scenes. We don't have to wonder if this is real. In fact, our company, before the pandemic happened in March, was in New York City, closing the bell on Wall Street. So we were highlighted in Wellness Week. We're a debt-free company. And our board of directors is made up of former executives from Coca-Cola, Airbnb, Amazon, SG Johnson. In fact, Erin Brockovich, you might have heard of her. She's a world-renowned consumer advocate, is also on our board of directors. So that's just a little bit about our company. Now let's talk about trends. This is also another thing to consider when exploring ways to create additional income in your household. Okay. Never in history have people been more concerned about their health. I mean, I don't think anybody would disagree with that. Now, within network marketing, which is a fast growing industry, wellness makes up 35.6% of that growth. Okay, so we have an opportunity combined with a health trend in one right here. It's a 60% increase in wellness sales in the last 8 years. And let's not forget about this unfortunate trend about financial instability. More and more people are living paycheck to paycheck. 75% of Americans before the pandemic were living paycheck to paycheck. 95% of Americans can't really afford to retire. And look at where they are now. We're being confronted with a situation where it's not even safe to go to work and people are losing their jobs. And they don't know that there's a way to create income from home and own their own business. Now let's talk about those products within the wellness industry. Okay, we have products in our anti-aging market, unique products, first to market products, and consumable products. Now that's really, really important that we have consumable products, and nothing against the water bottle industry or clothes or things that people don't need every month, but you have to be really good at sales in order to sell non-consumable products, because you need more people and more people and more people and more people to buy your thing once. And what we do is educate people about activation and leveraging these products for long-term health. So we have an amazing subscription referral business. People use these products every single month. So we've got skincare. People want to look younger and take care of their skin. We've got hair care, $85 billion industry just in the US. Okay, so we have an activation, the first Nerf 2 activating hair care system, activation for your pet, activation for your brain, for that mental energy and brain fog and mood. And then we also have weight loss. I like to call it weight management, because our products in our weight loss category are really long-term products. Products that's not just lose it and then you're done, but products that you continue to use over time to manage a healthy weight. So I love that. All right, I'm going to do a quick overview of all these products. Protandim NRF2 was our first foundation product. You saw that in the ABC News clip, proven to lower oxidative stress, an average of 40% in 30 days. It's made up of 5 plant ingredients. I love to call it the perfect salad. It's perfect, except it's just pushed together so it's easy to consume. I don't think you would like the taste of these herbs by themselves. Turmeric, milk thistle, green tea, ashwagandha, and bacopa. Maybe you're familiar with some of those things, but that's not the cool thing about Protandim. When Dr. McCord and those scientists combined these ingredients in the exact ratio, it made it 18 times more powerful than the individual ingredients alone. This is a study. You can go to pubmed.gov and look up Protandim Synergy Study, and you're going to see they tested all of these individual ingredients, and this is how much it activated that pathway. When they combined it, here you go. This formula is patented multiple times over for its composition. So, I mean, someone the other day said, well, can I just go combine those ingredients? No, not really, without breaking patent laws. And it's so precise what they did to create this. Why would you do that? Okay. So I love how simple this is. You take it 1 a day, lower your oxidative stress by 40%. Now, we found other ways to what we call flip your switch, because we're literally flipping your genetic switches to turn things on to optimize your health instead of supplementing and injecting IVs and all these things that people are doing these days. So we have Protandim NRF1, which improves performance through energy production. This is for mitochondrial health. It increases your mitochondrial production. Okay, so just think there you have more runners in your cells, whereas the NRF2 activation, you have more garbage men getting the stuff out, right? Now you have more energy for those cells. It's also a synergy of these 5 plants. Then we have Protandim NAD. This is the 3rd pathway that we have figured out how to activate with plant synergy. So NAD is something that gets activated if you do any extreme caloric restriction. There are some health benefits to that, but not many people are interested in doing that. I'm not interested in that in order to do that. Plus, we've even found that the synergy of these plant ingredients are even more effective at activating the NAD molecule, which turns on your sirtuin activity. I like to say this increases the communication in the cells. So it helps with positive mood and motivation, mental and physical energy, helps with your inflammatory response in your body. Sounds like a good thing, right? Healthy vascular system, pretty much everything. So what happens when we combine these 3? What happened is incredible. Not only do they individually work synergistically together with the ingredients that are in them, but combined, they had a synergistic effect. Can I play that one more time so you can see? This is what happened when you take it by itself, and then the blue is the combined efforts of taking them together. And here we are with our Protandim Tri-Synergizer. This is incredible. Now, not everybody's going to feel their oxidative stress level go up and down if you just take NRF2. It could be more subtle. Some people do. Not everybody has the same experience. But when people take all of these together, you're likely to have a more palpable experience sooner than later. I mean, and you save a little bit of money when you come in with this foundation activation package. Okay, and obviously there's also a 30-day money-back guarantee. It's less than $5 a day for this Tri-Synergizer. So let's talk about some of our other activation products. Axio, one of my favorite products. I don't go a day without it. I drink decaf coffee now because I love the flavor, but as far as waking up my brain and activating my brain and my mood and my mental clarity, clearing that fog, helping with my executive function, this is it. So we have a couple caffeinated options and decaf. Love decaf later in the day, right? After a long day. Don't you want to clear your head if you're feeling a little foggy? So this is incredible activation for your brain. And then we have a couple other products that are critical to your health. Probiotics, gut health. You've probably heard about gut health a lot recently because it has a lot to do with your immune system. Our probiotic has a patented technology called BioTract, and that protects the bacteria as it goes through your stomach acids. That's a pretty harsh environment. It kills things off. And most probiotics out there on the market are over here on the right. You get about 4% of that bacteria into your gut. So you're paying for a lot that's not even getting there. And when you have this protective barrier, you're going to get 60%, at least 60% into your gut. So I absolutely noticed a difference when this probiotic came out from what I was using before. It had a lot to, for me, it was like bloating, completely went away, and would go like last all day long. So it's absolutely incredible. Omega, most diets are not complete with omega-3s and 7s. This has not only omega-3, not only omega-7, but D3. Have you heard about vitamin D recently? Okay, it's a big deal. And this is in our omega product, which is so fresh, you could chew it. My children chew this and just squeeze the liquid out of it. So it's not fishy. If you ever have an omega that is fish tasting, it's already rancid. It's oxidized. Okay, so you don't want that. So we have an omega as well in our repertoire here. Now, activation for the skin. As I mentioned, LSU did that skin cancer study. We now have a patented regimen that activates the nerve 2 pathway and improves the appearance of aging skin. It's the cleanser, a perfecting lotion, which is it's a very light moisturizer for some people. If you do happen to have oily skin, it's also a great aftershave for men. There's an eye serum, which goes all the way around the eye and the eyelid. And then we have an anti-aging cream, which has the highest potency of those nerve 2 ingredients. We have this hair care system right here, which is a very clean formula. It's a green score on the Think Dirty app. Really important, clean, non-toxic products. Your scalp absorbs 4 times faster than skin on the rest of your body. Okay, so you will be shocked if you're not using this product. If you go to Think Dirty and type in the product, see what score you have. You want a green score. So this helps reduce breakage. It helps the appearance of healthy hair growth. It reduces frizz. It just smooths out the follicle of the hair. It's amazing. Then we have our weight management line includes a whey-based protein. You know, a lot of people don't get enough protein. But the whey can also be used as a substitute for something else you might be snacking on that isn't as healthy. So you could make a nice smoothie with that, add anything you want to it. It's a vanilla flavor. There's a citrus-based fat burner, which helps your body just burn fat a little more effectively. Combine that with a healthy diet, healthy exercise regimen, and the fat burn. It's a great thing to add to a weight loss plan. And then the prebiotic, one of my favorite, it is a blood orange flavor drink. Okay, so it's a powder. You drink it once a day. I even love to mix it with my Axio sometimes. But when I use this product, is usually late at night at 11 o'clock when I'm a little hungry. I could have something sweet. But I drink this instead. So it makes me feel a little full. It's got fiber. It also has it's a mild cleansing effect as well, and works hand in hand with that probiotic for maximal gut health. And lastly, Pet Tandem. For all those pandemic puppies out there, don't forget Pet Tandem. They grow so fast. Their noses are in everything. My dog eats all sorts of things that could probably kill her. And she takes Pet Tandem every day in her food. I have a 9-month-old boxer named Emma. So this is pretty exciting. Nobody else has nerve 2 activation for their dogs today. And I'll add one last thing, that with our products, they are all approved through the Banned Substance Control Group. So professional athletes and Olympic athletes can use our products without hesitation, without worry. They get tested. They can't even buy stuff at, off the vitamin shelf. All right, so let's talk about timing in business. I just want to give you a snapshot of where we are today, still very early to the ballgame. Some people wonder, well, if this is so great, why haven't I heard of it? Because everything great, every company that is so huge and everybody knows today, at one point you didn't know about it, but it was there, right? You didn't know when Starbucks was just a startup, but now everybody knows that. Now it's on every corner. It increases your real estate value. So we are early to the ballgame. And in network marketing, this is so critical to consider. If you are going to build a network, do you want to talk to people who already have heard about this opportunity, or do you want to be the first one? And that's what we get here. Very exciting. So even 7.5 years ago, I knew nobody knew what this was. In 7.5 years, I've met a couple people, maybe a couple, that had actually heard of Protandim. It's absolutely incredible. We're so early to the ballgame, and you don't want to be late to the barbecue, okay? So just a snapshot of our annual earnings disclosure. I love this as part of a transparent, publicly traded company. We have real numbers of what people are making on average as they grow their business. Here's an example. A Pro 3 business is doing about 5,000 in volume a month, combined organizational volume. The average income is $626. Okay, that is a check that the government has decided is enough to cover people who've lost their job. We get to create that kind of income. It could be a month, okay, if you wanted to build your business fast. The average time to get there is about 8 months, just for the average person that starts building a business. But anybody could go fast and get there and make an extra $600 a month. Then we've got the Premier Pro 5. All right, this is an average 16 months to get there, an extra $3,100 a month. $3,100 a month. What would that do for people right now? This really gets me going. And I feel my passion about the opportunity in addition to the products. The products are absolutely incredible. But what we get to offer people here to share stories, share information, and create an income stream into the house is a part of our health. Absolutely. Because you can be healthy and lose your home. Okay. We don't want that. And then lastly, Elite Pro 7. This is where I am in the company today. I came into this with zero experience in network marketing, but I followed my mentors in this business. I kept it very simple. I did the system. We have a very simple system I'm going to talk about. So this is enough income to take care of me and my family. If I was just treating patients today, I would have closed my clinic and I would have been without an income for me and my boys. So this is where I am today. Thank goodness I dug the well before I was very thirsty. I could have been very thirsty today. And we want to do that now. All right, how do we make money? There's multiple ways we make money. So I'm just going to highlight that in the beginning, we're sharing information. We're enrolling new customers. We're enrolling new business partners, and you're going to earn 30 to 40% commission on that right now. That could be up to $400 for somebody that comes in at the highest level in our business plan. Okay, or it could be a 40% commission on a product purchase. And then as people continue to order month after month after month after month, and your business grows, you're getting royalty income. That is money that you continue to get paid on long after you did the work. So unless you're an author, an actor, a musician, or someone like that who gets residual income or royalty income, most people don't have that. So I'm still getting paid on things that I did 7.5 years ago. Okay, we have an opportunity to create that here. And as you grow in the company, you can participate in more exciting programs, a Jeep program, and global profit sharing. In fact, we have a profit sharing incentive that we just launched a few months ago for brand new people. You have an opportunity, brand new, anybody, if you grow your business to a certain level on any particular month, you're going to participate in a global profit sharing pool. So you might be asking, like, can I do this? Well, we have global customer support. We have an easy to follow ITT system. If you can learn how to invite somebody and use a tool, maybe invite them to something like this, and then connect them with somebody in your team, that's our system. We have regular team meetings and trainings every single week. Ask the person that invited you to invite you to Success Mastery on Saturday if you're not a current business partner. And if you are, make sure you're on Success Mastery. We have regular corporate events and training. We have a big virtual event coming up in March. Incentives and perks. We just announced a incentive trip for September to Cabo San Lucas, Mexico, assuming that all is going to be better in the world for travel. So super excited for that. We just launched that this month. So if you're looking at this and you want to earn a free trip, you deserve a little travel, jump in. And of course, we have just a private support community within our teams. So where do you go from here? First category, you might need some more information. So just know that anybody can write anything on the internet. If you go to Google, of course, you're going to find all sorts of garbage and blogs and people with their opinions. So we want you to go to our main website, LifeVantage.com, or the person that invited you to the business, they have a personalized website. You want to go there. If you're really into the science, not that you have to be, you can go to pubmed.gov, or you can go to scholar.google.com. That filters out all the paid advertisers and bloggers. Okay, and absolutely, third-party sites like Amazon, eBay, or anything like that, those are not legitimate places to get our products. They do not come from the company. They're not guaranteed by the company, and you don't want to go there. So make sure you go straight through a legitimate website. You might be interested in becoming a customer. Okay, if you are ready to flip the switch, positive mood and motivation, you're connected to healthy longevity, you want to improve your mental focus and concentration, physical energy, you want to have a healthy inflammatory response, and all the benefits of flipping your switch, get on board with our products. You could get the Tri-Synergizer or any of our other products here. Our Vitality Stack is a combination of some of our activators and the probiotic and the Omega. This is my absolute favorite. The Ultimate Stack, I use this every day. This includes the Tri-Synergizer, the probiotic Omega, and the prebiotic all in one. I love this, love this, love this stack. So if you're thinking, I want to join as a business partner, there's multiple ways you can come in, but you always want to think about what you're putting in and what you expect to get out. I recommend, if you are looking to build a business, to come in with a platinum pack. For one, it includes all of our product line. You know, to open a store but not have experience with the actual products of your store, you know, you don't have as much to promote. You don't have an experience with those products. So you get everything in the platinum pack. You also get a all access event ticket to our virtual conference in March. You also participate in a customer placement program where the company will actually give you customers if you can show that you're using our technology to build your business. In fact, we have an app called the LifeVantage app. And if you just activate that, you can add your contacts to that. You can send messages and content through that app. You can get 5 or 6 customers in 60 days that you'll get actually a commission for. So that's really a great place to come in. You also earn a $400 return when you enroll other platinum distributors. We have a gold pack, which is $650, a silver pack, which is $350. The starter kit, this $50 piece, is included in all of your packs here. So you can just get in where you fit in based on what you're looking to do with your business. So thank you so much for joining me tonight. I know you could be doing other things. It's past 10 o'clock here on the East Coast. So it seems like as I get older, earlier feels later. But you know, I'm 44 and I still stay up till midnight. I don't know why. But I am really honored to be here and share my story with you. And hopefully this was valuable to you. Just get back with the person that invited you. Ask them questions. If you want to get started as a customer or a business partner, we can help you get enrolled. So take care, everybody.